Hello, hello, hello. We are back with our fifth artist spotlight today, which is with MrWholesome. And I'm so happy that we are back. And here he is, the man himself, MrWholesome. Hello.
Hello.
Well, for the people who don't know MrWholesome, MrWholesome is an amazing fantasy storyteller, a metal master, an all-round Viking. So please welcome MrWholesome.
Hi everyone.
Now, we were just talking about being nervous for this. I think we all have that. Like, I have that too. Is my sound on? Yeah, my sound is on.
Am I?
And your sound is on as well. Uh, let's check it. Say something again, MrWholesome.
Testing. Hello,
Yeah,
chat.
no, your sound is
Yeah.
on too. Um, but being nervous, I think I'm nervous too because right now, oh, I see people are already subscribing, which is crazy. So that's something new for me. Like we had this channel for a while. It's now an affiliate channel. I don't know like what that's gonna do over this time, but we're still just here to listen to music. So I intentionally took out all the notification sounds and stuff like that. I won't be calling everything out because I want to listen to the music and do the interview, and not be sort of continuously saying, "Hey, thank you for this, thank you for that." I just want to get this thing going, which is gonna be hard. I already see that right now with all the stuff that's happening. But MrWholesome, so happy to have you
Yes.
here. For the people watching, how would you describe your own? Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the chat at the right as well. I'm like,
This is so hard to do with a straight face and without sort of going insane. But I'm trying to get through this without sort of breaking into stuff. Thank you so much. I'll do it anyway. I don't know, man. This is crazy for me too. But MrWholesome, to people who don't know you, how would you describe your music and your style and your unique thing?
well, I usually do fantasy, metal, and stories that tales that are long and forgotten for some people. I try to like make every single of my songs that are not for completely metalheads. Like we all know the stereotype of a metalhead with long hairs, like just brutal vocals and everything. I want people to see my music and feel my music like any other. I don't want like the metal community to like be different from any other music. So that's what I do. I create epic music that gets you like gets you goosebumps, gets you hyped, gets you like feel the whole story while listening to the amazing music that I'm trying to create at least.
That sounds amazing, man, and I am so ready for this. Like, it is so funny because we were selecting tracks. I will tell a story about that later, but for now, uh, um, we are going to move to the stage, which I updated specifically for you coming by because I really
Oh,
thought that
thank
would be
you.
nice. So we are, instead of our nice coffee bar, we are now
Oh,
in a Viking bar because I thought, well, what a better place to play your music than a Viking bar.
okay,
Um,
that's a good choice. So thank you so much.
and we'll be starting with Chaos Range and Reigns. And I really want to ask, like, is there something you want to say about this track before we get started, or before we get this going?
Yeah. Yes, thank you. So this is my first track, first ever public track. More like that. I kind of tried Suno at first, like making fun jokes about friends, making like little. Uh, I can actually think about the word. But you get me. So then I tried to make a proper music, like I tried to make the music I enjoy. So that's how Chaos Reign started, and I wanted to make something that feels epic. This is what started it all. So this holds a special place at my heart, and I don't know if you can see, but it's in V3. So it's a pretty old song, but I hope you guys like it. And I know
Awesome.
all the lyrics are in here are a little messed up. I don't usually go back in my old songs and edit my lyrics is because I want them to be like how they were. I don't want to touch them.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to say that indeed, like Tongmik is saying it, it's a classic. Well, it is a true classic, and I think that is awesome. So we are gonna start, and I'm so happy for this. Like I'm so hyped for this because, yeah, with the holidays we were gone for a bit, and I get to sit here and listen to music again. And we're gonna start with Chaos Reigns, and I'm so ready for it. MrWholesome, I didn't talk to you about this beforehand. Please mute your mic when we are
Yes.
playing the song, because if you're like me, you'll probably sing with the song, and then you are in here singing along. So we are gonna start with Chaos Reigns. Let's go.
In the grip of fate we're bound, as gods watch from their clouds. Time slips on, every minute a curse. The world we must traverse. bodies pile high beyond eyes can see. Time marches on, relentless and cruel. We fight on, fueled by our anger and fury. Darkness consumes the inside. Survival, soul takes some fame. In this hallway we must navigate. We must navigate.
Wow. Oh man, that was awesome. I just realized I did not mute my mic. So I'm sorry if I made any noises during this because that was amazing. And for a free 3 song, that's like even more amazing. Oh man, that was so good. And there were so many
Thank you so
people
much.
in the chat also talking about things which I wanna get into. But indeed, a Spoopoo's MrWholesome collab would be crazy, crazy awesome. But man, tell me about the song and about what it's about and where you're yeah where it came from, how it came to be.
Well, it's I don't actually have an answer to this because like whenever I like feel like I I can speak, okay.
Completely fine.
Whenever I want to make a song, I go for the first idea that comes to my mind. Like for example, in this one, I want to make a war song that is timeless, that is included with the gods abandoning people and like people trying to find their way to in the like completely lost. So this is the story of that. It gets to the end like slowly and slowly. It's killing you, but you're seeing it for the till the end. That's why there's like a little slow and like completely out of the song piano part at the end because that's the end. There's nothing left the humans can do at this point. So
Oh man, that is so good. Like I love when people go into songs and they make everything fit. So like every like the it's not just like you wrote great lyrics. It's not just you wrote great music, but it's like you thought about the entire structure of the lyrics and the music and create something that is like a whole experience and that is completed. Because I think that is something that really sort of reflects and does amazingly. So yeah.
I know my lyrics are like not that great. I can't really like sit and like write all my lyrics. I get a lot of help from ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie about that one, but I kind of like mm, do my best to structure the song well. Even if my lyrics are not that great, I want them to like feel.
Well,
That's
I I want to say that like I used to say like continuously that I hate AI lyrics. So like that was my thing where it was like, yeah, I hate AI lyrics. Like everything that AI writes is terrible, and like you should write your own lyrics. It's super important. And then like I got put into place by Fau Moi. I don't know if you know Fau Moi, but he's like an artist that makes like also very cool music. And he made
I may have heard about it.
a
Yeah.
country song that I was like, or like a folk song where I was like, oh, I love these lyrics. They're so well done. And he sent me a message after. He was like, yeah, they're all written by AI. And I was like, oh man, oh, now I'm heartbroken. Now I have to accept that AI lyrics are can be good too. Now, but I didn't really feel it here, and that I think that's the most important part of it. Like that I didn't it didn't feel at like AI lyrics, and I
Like
think that is amazing.
the way I use AI, and still I use it that way. Like I kind of blankly, like like how painters do a sketch of their art. Like I blankly, like a sketch. I write my lyrics, and I ask ChatGPT about it, and pick like a little verse, little lines here and there, and then combine my version with the AI, trying to like a little collab, if I may.
An AI collab.
Yeah. So there's kind of like all my songs that goes that way, except the, album songs, but we're gonna get to them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I am so looking forward to the rest now. Like, there are artists that I've listened to a lot of music before, and I will admit that I've listened to some of your songs, but I've definitely not listened to all the songs we're gonna listen to today, and that is also a great experience for me. So I love it, and this makes me super enthusiastic. Um, so uh, I want to ask one more question, and then we're gonna go into the
Okay.
next song. And my main question is like, how did you get into AI music? So where did you like how did that process go? Did you just find it somewhere, or did you get it from a friend, or like where? How did you get here?
It was kind of funny actually. Like I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but when the first AI singing AI like trending in the whole social media, it was on my Instagram feed. Like a lot of new pages making like old funny images synced by AI, and like posting them every single day. So that's how it kind of got grabbed my attention. Then I found a little famous YouTuber here in Turkey that made a video about it. That's how I learned about the whole website, whole Suno, the name of the AI. And I was like a little worried at the first because now it's AI. What can it do? And then it all like goes downhill like a snowball. So here I am right now. That's
Yeah.
the story behind.
And how much time do you spend like in Suno a week? You think?
A week, a lot actually. Uh, let's see. In my lunch break, when I get back home, when my shift ends, and sometimes before I go to bed, I kind of like tweak some of the parts that I want to make, because like you never know when the inspiration is gonna come.
No, you
Even with
don't.
even with a single bit of change, you can create a whole different song. So I kind of like whenever I feel like it, whenever I got an idea. Whenever I get that like itch, I just jump right into Suno.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're gonna get into the next song, which is really funny to me because when we started this, he sent me four songs. So I was like, "Yeah, it's nice that you sent me four songs, but like, send me some more because we need to fill up time, and I need to make sure that we have enough songs. Like if we run out of things to talk, we need to like do more songs." And it was like, "No, it'll be fine. Like we won't like I think we'll not get through all of them." And I'm like, dude, really, send me more songs. And then today I was putting the playlist together, and it was like, hey, this song is like 11 minutes, and this song is like 13 minutes. So I was like, oh my god, I did not realize this at all. Which I think is super funny because people mentioned in chat, if it's like 4 minutes, is it even a MrWholesome song? And it is funny because I am also known for making ridiculously long songs, but my ridiculously long songs are like 7, 8 minutes, like and maybe nine. So I think it's awesome that we get to listen to yeah, some longer crazy songs. Um, can you tell me a bit about this? Because I saw this on your page, and I saw that you had like the same album art for like a very like a lot of these songs, and they were numbered. So I really want to know like
Yes.
what's the story? Can you?
The whole story actually started from SCC3, I believe, the first poem challenge, The Raven.
Oh,
That's kind of like pulled me through the poems and how like the old poems can be translated into like epic metal songs. That's how this whole album is started. Before this, there was another song which you may or may not be included in the list, but in the playlist. But I don't know if we have time, so I'm kind of don't want to mention it and spoil things. But first the Raven and the second song that I made, and then this album. This album is a single poem written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. This is the musician's tale, King Olaf's saga. This is just a perfect album to like be recreated in the metal. So this whole like the numbers and things, they're all like the sections of the poem. So this is a really long poem. I'm still making the second album, so and one more thing about the whole album, it's in the first album at least, every song has a unique property to it. Some has a little like violin focused, some are like vocal focused, and particularly this one is drum focused. Uh,
oh,
yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy. So this is a long song, so
yeah, it is a long song. So I am so ready for this. Before we start it, I do want to say Flickerlog and Spider X, crazy people who just gave a whole lot of subscriptions. I want to say, man, a lot of love for that. Amazing. Thank you. Sorry for like I really want to focus mostly on the music. That's why it takes so long for me to call it out to say, "Hey, man." But I think you guys are doing amazing and craziness. And now we are going into this epic poem of Mr. Like I I, I can't wait. A track that is how long is it? Just to be
11,
11
11
minutes.
minutes, I believe. Yeah,
So we're going to and into an 11-minute saga, and it's gonna be amazing. Here we go.
and there's even timestamps.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. There's even timestamps in the lyrics, so if you want to like follow it on there, you can.
Well, let's go. Let's get this started. I'm gonna mute. Here we go.
was the churliest of the churls. Little he cared for king or earls. Bitter as home-brewed ale were his foaming passions. Hot and grey was the garb he wore, and by the hammer of Thor he swore. He hated the narrow town and all its fashions, but he loved the freedom of his farm. He sailed at night by the fireside war, comforted his daughter with her flax and tresses. He loved his horses and his herds, the smell of the earth and the song of birds. His snow-filled ponds, his brook with its water bruises. Huge and cumbersome was his frame, his beard from which he took his name. Frosty and fierce like that of Hydra the giant. So at the husting he appeared, the father of Irion iron beard. On horseback in an accent to defiance. King Olaf answered, I command. There's meant to be a Christian land. Here is my bishop who the folk baptizes. But if you ask me to restore your sacrifice stained with gore, then will I offer human sacrifices. Now slaves and peasants shall they be, but men of note and high degree, such men as Orm of Lyra and Kara grinding green. Then to the temple strode he in, and loud behind heard the din of his men at arms and the peasants fiercely fighting. There is the temple carved in wood, the image of great Odin stood, and other gods with Thor supreme among them. King Olaf smote them with the blade of his huge war axe gold inlaid, and downward shattered to the pavement flung them. At the same moment rose without, from the contending crowd a shout, a mingled sound of triumph and wailing. And there upon the trampled plain, the farmer Iron Beard lay slain, midway between the assailed and the assailing. right folk to be baptized or given up to slaughter. The scene is dark and dead. The people with a murmur said, "O King, baptize us with thy holy water." So all the Trondheim land became a Christian land in name and fame. In the old gods, no more believing and trusting. And as a blood atonement soon, King Olaf went the fair Gudrun, and thus in peace ended the Trondheim team.
Hello.
Oh man! Oh god! That was crazy. Crazy. Oh man.
Thank you so
I,
much.
I need a drink. Give me a second. Like, I'm just gonna pour some water and then I can continue with interviewing. But man, oh, I just need to
Oh,
take a
let me
moment.
just as well grab some of the things I kind of throw on the ground. So while you're drinking that, I kind of can't find it. Okay.
Yeah, man. Okay, so that was like, there's only one word, and that is epic, and that was epic, like in every every single way. But I think
Thank
that
you so much.
it is amazing to make, like, and I think like people who make long songs know this very well. It is very difficult to make a very long song that doesn't get repetitive or boring, or like has at least dips in them, like sections where it's sort of like where you go, oh man, I feel like this little section, like it is just not good enough, like I want that to change still. And it is very hard to do something of like 11 minutes and 40 seconds and have it just be like awesomeness throughout. And I think that is
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
So I'm just gonna hype up. So like that's all I'm doing now, just hyping this stuff up because it's amazing. Um, yeah, man. What is your like if you look at this track, because there's so much of it. Like, what is a section that you particularly love or enjoy when you listen to this, where you go, "Oh, this is the thing that I wait for every single time."
The crash parts, and you might already like see me follow all the movements of the drum because that's kind of like I I don't know how to like say it, but the unpredictability of the song kind of hypes me because like you're waiting for it to drop or build up, but it just does something completely opposite and throws your the full guard away, full blows your mind at this point. So that's that's the part I'm waiting for in this song particularly.
Yeah, man. I can totally understand that. Like, yeah, I'm having a tough time not to swear, which is like always good when I'm doing songs. Like, I have a tough time not to swear. That means that it's really good. Um, yeah. Okay. So, I'm just gonna rattle off some questions to get to know you
Okay,
better.
okay. Go.
What do you enjoy most about being a part of this community, like the AI music community?
Oh, the whole experience, the whole like being in the community is the what I enjoy most because how everyone is helpful, how everyone is like thinking not by just themselves, thinking for their friends, because that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to think before you think about your friends before you think about yourself. That's what I love about this community, because everyone's so helpful. Everyone's trying to do things, even though we all create like different songs, different styles, different parts of the world, but we all, at the end of the day, we all like think and go for the same goal. We all wanna support each other, help each other. That's what I love most.
Oh man, that's a good answer. Yeah, I think that is something that I really love within this community too. Like there are so many people here are just ready to come together and support each other and listen to each other's music. And I think that is what music needs most. People who listen to it. I think that's like if there's no one listening to the music, it is just a sad moment. And the thing that I love that we got to do now is like um, not many people sit down and listen to an 11-minute and 40-second song, and we just had
Yeah.
like a full group of people sitting here listening to that track and experience it in full. And I don't think that if you would have skipped through it, like you would have gotten the feeling of it, like you would have gotten the entire experience of it. So I'm very happy that we got to share that together. So that's amazing. If you would give someone advice that is just starting out in this community, so if you would have to give them one piece of advice, what would that be?
Oh, go wild. Do whatever you can to create something, like put something on the table. Even though it's bad, even though it's funny, even though it's like an epic, do whatever you like most. Whatever sounds best to you, whatever sounds like nice to your ears, that's your style. Own it and make the best of it.
Oh man, I love
That
that.
that's what I did.
I love that. Yeah, I think that that's indeed a good thing. I think there's a lot of people that are sort of like emulating other people or trying to sort of get their a certain style like from someone else, and I'm like, I totally agree with you. Like, if you build your own thing, if you experiment a lot, like, you might find out that, like, trumpet cyberpunk is like your thing. Like,
Who knows?
you don't know. Like, you haven't tried it yet. And I think that is indeed the thing. With Suno, we get to, like, we have this sort of endless amount of instruments, endless amount of performers ready to perform for us, and all we have to do is
Yes.
ask them. So, like, indeed, do that and get them in.
Like
Amazing answer.
even though even though at first, or well, however long you're gonna do it, like even though you feel like you're not gonna gain any followers, no one's gonna listen to it, no one's gonna enjoy it, just do it. People are gonna find you, people are gonna notice you, people are gonna like, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. They're gonna check you out. So
Yeah, yeah, my main tip for that also is that this community is very reciprocal. So like if you take the time to listen to someone else's song and give a few comments, they will like most likely take a little time to listen to your song. Like it is a very sort of reciprocal system where like the more you invest, the more people invest back, and it's a lovely thing. So indeed, I would give the tip like just get involved with people, make friends,
yes.
make your own little like group of people that you always talk to about your music. Like there's always people hanging around somewhere in the Suno discords where you can go like, oh, hey, can I show you something, and can we talk a little bit about this, or like I heard this song of you, I really love it, how did you do this thing, like get into it, like get into the depth. Like I love that. That's amazing, man. Oh, and now that we had an 11-minute epic, like I I don't I wouldn't think that it's possible to one up that. Like to go, you know what we do? We had an 11-minute epic and we're now going to one up it with a 13-minute 24 epic, which is insanity. So, yeah. I can only say that I'm looking forward to this, and now that I heard the previous one, I'm like, oh my god, I need to get
Okay.
my neck muscles ready for this. But like,
Oh,
can you say
you
something?
better wait for this. So this whole lyrics is like if you don't know anything about the saga or didn't even like check them out or even the titles, it's gonna sound a bit different from the previous song because a lot of things happen between these songs. So sorry in advance because I don't actually have like that kind of time in the stream to like completely uh, what can I say?
Yeah, talk through it, or like,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Okay, thank you. But this song is from the second album, and this is my first ever song that I put in this album that is has female vocalist in it. So this is completely new and perfect for me. You'll see. Let's play it and they'll see.
Oh man, so ready, so ready. Okay, well, guys, here we go. And we're gonna listen to a 13-minute track together. So I need you to get your stamina up. I need you to get your, like, button bashing fingers for dancing emojis and whatever type of emojis you wanna, like, talk through it and show your, like, what you love and what you support, because we are. Well, you're gonna have to hold it for 13 minutes, man. We are gonna go into this. Queen Theory and the Angelica Stalks. Ooh, well, I'm so ready. I'm gonna mute, and
Same.
here we go.
Northward over drone time flew the clamorous seagulls, sang the lark and linnet from the meadows green. Weeping in her chamber, lonely and unhappy, sat the threatening fairy, sat King Olaf's queen. On the roof above her softly cooed the dove, but the sound she heard not, nor the sunshine heeded, for the thoughts of Thyrian were not thoughts of love. Then King Olaf entered, beautiful as morning, like the sun at Easter shone his happy face. In his hand he carried Angelica's uprooted, with delicious fragrance filling all the place. Like a rainy midnight sat the drottning Thyri. Even the smile of Olaf could not cheer her gloom, nor the stalks he gave her with a gracious gesture, and with words as pleasant as their own perfume. In her hands he placed them, and her jeweled fingers through the green leaves glisten like the dews of morn. But she cast them from her, haughty and indignant. On the floor she threw them with a look of scorn. Richer presents said she gave King Harold Gormson to the queen my mother, than such worthless weeds. When he ravaged Norway, laying waste the kingdom, seizing scant treasure for her royal needs. But thou darest not venture through the sound to Vendland, my domains to rescue from King Burislav. Last King Sven of Denmark, Forkbeard, my brother, scatter all thy vessels as the wind the chaff. Up sprang king, all laughed like a reindeer bounding. With an oath he answered thus the luckless queen. Never yet did Olaf fear king's friend of Denmark. This right hand shall hail him by his forked chin. Then he left the chamber, thundering through the doorway. Loud his steps resounded down the outer stair. Smarting with the insult, through the streets of Trondheim strode he red and wrathful with his stately air. All his ships he gathered, summoned all his forces, making his war levy in the region around. Down the coast of Norway, like a flock of seagulls, sailed the fleet of Olaf through the Danish Sound. With his own hand fearless, steered he the long serpent, strained the creaking cordage, bent each boom and gaff, till in Vinland landing the domains of Thyri, he redeemed and rescued from King Borislav. Then said Olaf, laughing, not an yoke of oxen have the power to draw us like a woman's hair. Now will I confess it, better things are jewels than angelica stocks are for a queen to wear.
Oh, dude. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, that was crazy. I really loved that so much. I really did. I
Yeah,
had goosebumps in like two different sections where it's like, oh my god. Ah.
that is kind of what happens to me. Like while creating the whole parts and like completely making the songs, I don't actually feel all the goosebumps. But when I get the whole song together and listen to it in full, I was like, how did I do that? Like every single time, and then it's just sticks perfectly. Like
No, that was amazing. Like that was superb. Just like insanity throughout. Oh man.
for a 30 minutes, like this particular poem is like the one I feared the most because I couldn't even think of a way to like structure this or like transform this to a like an epic version to a metal or even metal. And at the end of the day, like I kind of did it, and it's perfect. And this is like I don't know about like fifth generation of the song. Like it kind of saw like whole another different intros, different voices, different like their structure, lyrical structure, and it just this was the end, and I knew it, and there we go, 30-minute song.
Yeah, it is crazy. Oh man. I was there something like where you were creating it where you went, oh, that was an amazing surprise, something that you didn't plan for happening, where you get, oh, that is great.
The mm, the part where it goes the full piano mode, that was a completely surprise. And the second surprise that I had was the little humming or singing. I don't know what to say about it. Like at the end, the
Oh yeah.
outro. I wasn't going for it at first, and then Suno, completely out of nowhere, made it happen. Sounded perfect, so I started going for it, and this is the final product.
Oh man, it is crazy. Like I can just like say that it's amazing. And normally, like I ask people about stories behind songs and stuff like that, but like that that's that's not applicable here. But I do want to say, man, the way that you get a poem to work for you in this song. That is quite impressive because you're working with a set of lyrics, so you have to like really carefully decide where to press my spaces and enters and see how I can
Yes.
get it to sing it the way that I want it to be sung. And that vocal was just beautiful. Oh man, like I want to know about you in the chat because for me this is the first time I listened to it. I will fully admit that. But man, that blew me away. So if you weren't as aware of Mr. Wholesome up to this point, I hope that you are like aware of him now and of what this man is able to do with 13 minutes and 24 seconds. And like honestly, it didn't feel like it. So like you don't feel like you listened for that long.
That is kind of like the thing I figured out. Like the how the lyrics are spoken, like how the vocals are performing the song, completely changes how the song felt. Like in the previous song, it was 11 minutes, but it flies away because melody is fast, the vocals are fast. It carries the whole song till the end, and it's like you don't even notice how long it is. But in here, you're like thinking like, oh, I heard so much. It must be like at least halfway done. And you check it out, it's a quarter way there. So
Yeah.
how you use the voices and how you use the melody in the song changes all the things, completely changes them.
Awesome, man. Hey, so um, I always want to know, like, uh, if you could work with any real, like I say real, but I want to correct that, any non-AI musician, like, what what musicians would you love to work with or like?
Okay. So I get quite a bit of list actually, not particularly musicians, but some musicians, but some bands. You all may or may not know Sabaton,
Okay.
a metal band from Sweden, if I believe. Amon Amarth, you all probably know about that as well. And some people actually mentioned him in the chat, Hans Zimmer.
Ah,
We all know about him. So I actually completely am in love of his songs. Every single piece he makes is just perfect.
yeah, absolutely.
Let
Yeah,
me think what else.
I want to say that with Hans Zimmer, like I think people sometimes underestimate him because he does so much, but there are like just amazing, like it's uh like every movie where he has a soundtrack has been made so much better simply by that soundtrack. It is crazy. Like
And you can even notice his style when the
yeah,
song plays. You can just clearly tell that he makes it.
yeah, no, definitely. Like, and I love those. Like there are certain things that he does that I really love, like those endlessly building songs, like he did in Inception, for instance, like the time song. It's like it starts so soft and it just keeps building and building, and I love that. But he does such amazing stuff. But man, yeah, are there more? Sorry, I sort of went on a Hans Zimmer rant
No, no,
because
no, no. It's okay. Hmm. Let me think. I actually don't have any more.
ah, that's fine.
Do I? Like, even if I do, like, not completely out of my mind. So,
No, that's fine. Is there like we're gonna go into one of your collabs next, like so aside from that artist, that collab artist, are there other people who you would love to collab with that you've seen a song or listened to songs to, where you go like from the AI community, where you go, oh man, I would love to make a song with that guy?
there is a lot actually. I don't want to like say names in
No, no,
here
no,
and make them
but it
different.
is interesting, like for us
But
too, like
the thing about me is like I usually, even though I said I spend my lunch breaks and my after my shift, I spend at least an hour in Suno. Sometimes I can't, and when I want to make a collab with someone, and we start like, and we get ready, started like making lyrics, is making all the like intros and shit, and then if I like completely, if I like were to like be gone, cannot be able to join, cannot be able to like do anything, then I feel like a huge burden on my chest because like we made a promise, we started making a collab, and I'm nowhere to be seen at that. So I don't want anyone to feel that. So maybe like in a couple of months, I believe I'll be going for the collabs because I have a huge list that I want to make collabs with,
can
and
you
I'm
name?
probably going.
Are you able to name some? Just I'm just gonna pull it out of you anyway. Like just a couple. Just like you don't have to name everyone, but I like are there people where you go, man, I really want that.
I'm not gonna say names, but I'm just gonna say this. It's not about like completely collabing, but semi-collabing. There are some artists that makes metal or like similar sound to my tracks. I kinda love their work, and I kinda like the intros, the outros, the whole structure of their songs, and I sometimes try to recreate some of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even in not this album, but the first album, there is someone that I try to recreate, but I'm not gonna give a name, of course.
Ah ah. So bad, teasing us. Now, but the other part you talked about is quite important too. Like I think, um, people underestimate how much work goes into creating these songs and these sort of these tracks, and how much like of yourself you put into it, how much time you spend doing it, like everything around it, and then you have to like when you finish a song, you sort of also want to get it out there and stuff like that. It's like it is a lot of work.
Oh,
So
the like the first thing I can say to this, like this particular song, the one we just listened, from all the other versions, all the other intros, all the other vocals, took me 10 days to get to this final product. And if I believe right, like 15 or 16 parts of a whole song. So it takes quite a long time to make a long song. So
yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that and then with collabing, it also is something that also takes time and effort, and like getting to talk to people and stuff like that. So it is indeed something to take into account. But like I do feel that we have a community that cuts a lot of slack. That's like sort of like fine with like, hey, I can't finish it today. It's okay if we do it tomorrow. Like it is sort of fine and okay. But I love that. Like when I talk to you, I get the feeling you are very hard on yourself in terms of like I saying like I feel like a bad person when I don't reply or something. Like I would just start doing those collabs, because I think like I can't wait for some of them. I am sure like this is amazing what I've heard so far, and I think there are several artists that would work so well together with you. Um, but yeah, man, amazing that we're going into your collab that you brought with you today, which I think is awesome too. So I don't
this
know
is
if you have uh, something to say about like how this collab happened. So like how did this start?
this collab happened quite a while ago. uh, how am I gonna say it? Like this all started. It's a long story, but I'm gonna cut a bit of it short. Uh, I find enemies in Suno's general chat, and I kind of like go into her profile, like as I usually do to all other persons I don't know, and listen to her music, and found her lyrics pretty good. And I tell her that I want to make a little cover to one of her songs, and she said it's okay, and we made it, and I made it, and I sent it to her, and she really liked it, and we started working on this. This again had seen a lot of previous versions. Is my first ever number one trending song, and it again holds a special place in my heart again.
Oh man, that is awesome. Yeah, and I want to say that this is not the first Animuse collab that I've seen. Like, and most of the time I heard people, and I see it in the chat now. Like they talk about Animuse with so much love. Like Itai, A plus AI. He also did started a collab with Animuse and stuff like that, and I really like sometimes we lose these people that are sort of like like pseudo titans, or like the people that you like
The
yeah
bare bones of Suno.
yeah, the bare bones of pseudo. So I hope that we will get Animuse back at some point, because yeah, I have only ever heard loving things of Animuse. Like everyone I talk to, like have has been just the most amazing, most amazing positive, yeah, positive about this person. So that's great. Um, let's get into this track, because I think it's gonna be epic. It was your first first number one trending. So let's get into this. Do you want to say add anything about like the subject of this track, or just go?
Yeah, just go for it. Like you'll see.
Okay, man. So this is the Sword of Veritas, um, a collab with Animuse. Here we go.
I was so tired I could die, right there upon that grass. The crows would nibble at my skin and feed it to their chicks. Life was just a lie, shattering like glass. I'd become a puppet for the devil and his tricks. I'd hidden from my sin. The sky was growing dark. The shadows had me trapped. I felt it in my heart. They came at me in legions and they tore my mind apart. But then I heard that voice from deep within. Deep in my soul it revealed itself to me. A shining sword, words engraved in its steel. This sword was made for battle. The demon feel this metal. This sword will never shatter. The demon feel this metal. The clouds would open up and holy light within my eyes. This one will be the last, the one final stand, to plunge the devils into the abyss and hear them cry. Deep in my soul it revealed itself to me. A shining sword, words engraved in its steel. This sword was made for battle. Let demons feel this metal. This sword will never shatter. Let demons feel this metal. Gloria, Gloria,
Oh man, that chorus is so good. I love it. This is so good. This
Yeah, it's a
is.
pretty old song, but there it is, the sword of the truth.
Oh man, it is awesome. I love it. So
Thank you, thank you.
nice to listen to this great music. Like people don't really get what an intense joy it also is for me to just sit here and do this and listen to like this amazing stuff. Like it makes me emotional when I talk about it because it is so nice to do. It is so fun to do. Man, so can you tell me a bit about like did you how did you work together? Like how did that process go? Did you like did one of you start and did you extend the song on each other, or did you call together,
No,
or did you do lyrics? Like what was the
okay. So the whole idea started with this. Like, she said she wanted to make a song that she likes my style. So then, okay, let's go for it. And she wanted to write the lyrics, and you all probably know she writes good lyrics. And I asked her like these are the or what I'm thinking. Like it's gonna be it's still motivational, more like a song. And the first time I tell her that I want to make a motivational metal song, the thing I had in mind was like a, you know, the gym motivational tracks, like boost you up and hype you up. I was thinking something like that. And like 30 minutes or so, when I tell her about this idea, she just drops this with a little bit of like changes here and there. And I was like completely blown away. And then we started working. Our work process goes by like I made the song, as you can see. We go in a call in Discord. I shared my screen. We worked it on together. We talked about it like this is what we can do. This is what we can do. I have an idea about this. We can do this. We can do that. This whole thing just this.
That is such an amazing thing. Like I love that. I love the open Discord call and then just work together on a
Oh,
song. That is
that is
great,
just
man.
perfect. She is still to that day, at least when she was around here, she is still surprised that I even texted her.
Yeah, man. So nice, so humble, and so amazing. Oh man, that was a great track again. Dude, how do we keep this going? Like I know that we are like officially we are nearing the end of our time, but I am not ready yet. I don't know
Oh,
how Chet is feeling. Like I talked to Mr. Wholesome before. Like I was like, "Hey, do you have more time? If you could you stay a little longer maybe?" And he
after noticing my songs are 30 minutes.
yeah, after noticing how long his song was, I was like, "Yeah, can you stay a little longer?" And he was like, "Yeah, yes, definitely. Let's go." So I'm just gonna keep it going a bit more because I really loved these tracks and I love how this is going.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So uh, yeah, I wanna get into some more stuff, but mostly like um I think that it's an interesting thing because you don't write like tracks from like personal stories or personal like or at least not as clearly. Is that a conscious choice? Is that something you?
I kinda did. Like,
Yeah.
there are some like hip hop rap kinda songs in my profile that you might see. Those are completely written from heart.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know why, but I kind of feel like I can only express my emotional songs or the like truly my songs only via hip hop rap kind of beats. Not that like the more hype like 808s and shit and like all the bass and all the like the high tempo songs, but more like a dark kind of hip hop, like more spiritual hip hop.
Ah, nice. Oh, and now I'm curious about that too. So I will have to check that out later. You're gonna send me a couple of those. Like I always joke around that like people wouldn't expect it looking at me, but I am quite a big hip hop fan. Like I really enjoy hip hop music a lot. So I will like we'll have to like send me a couple later and I'll check it out. Um are there challenges you had to overcome that make you feel like you've become a stronger artist because of it? Like challenges that made you better at making music somehow?
Hmm.
It's a difficult question. If there's
Yeah,
no
it
answer, if
is.
if there's no answer, then we'll move on.
Well, there is, but I don't actually know how to like tell that. Like, the biggest challenge was like we all humans, we all like to see little numbers go up. That's how like we live. That was kind of like my biggest challenge at first. I still have an image of like a year or so ago, like the old Suno UI. that I have 10 or so 50, I don't actually remember, followers following me right now. At 3 a.m. I took that screenshot, and it's still like sitting inside somewhere in my computer. I know about that. Like, uh, I was like fearing so much about like not gaining followers, not gaining attention. Like, I was thinking constantly, how is gonna people like notice me in sooner? Like, when all of these people are sharing this new song every single second, like, how am I gonna be like noticed? And then I stopped like caring about it. I just keep pushing and creating what I loved. And then suddenly I'm getting invited to servers. I'm getting noticed by a lot of people. And still to this day, I may not have like thousands of followers or like thousands of likes, but I don't care about it anymore. I'm doing what I love. I'm enjoying my music, and people are enjoying my music as well. That's just enough for me. Like,
That is such great advice, man. I was actually in a conversation today with Foggy. We were talking, and it was like I sometimes forget to not care about trending. Like I sometimes forget to not care about it, and I think that that is sort of the truth of the situation. You should not be caring about those little numbers going up and like the
the thing is, you should, because you're human. That's kind of what you live for. But like, if you didn't make it to trending, like even the playlist global trending or the language trending rises, it doesn't matter. Try again and
yeah.
again and again and again.
Well, sometimes, like, of course, we all miss the old system, the old system where it was so easy. Like, I still remember the when you could do it with like 5 likes or 10 likes, you could be in trending, which was like super fun. But I just want to say that I'm one of the most like sort of people that shouts the loudest about we need to get out of this system, like and out of sort of like only focusing on trending and creating much more options of like where people listen to songs, where people talk about songs together and do this thing where we enjoy this music. And I still get caught by it. So I still get into that system of going, oh man, like how many likes do I need again to get into trending? Like, am I close? Is this like? And I'm like, oh man, I hate it. I hate that I still get trapped by it too. So I love that you mentioned this, and I think that's the best advice that you can give to people overall. Is just saying, hey man, um, uh, get someone to listen to your song. Like, if one person is listening to your song and telling you it's awesome, that is so much better than sort of being on the page where you see some fictional numbers go up. Like get that sort of thing sorted. And the other
Yeah.
thing I would say, and that's my personal advice, is like get into competitions, get into like challenges, get into that like the flow of those things too, because there people will actually listen. Like they will listen to your track and talk about it and sit together and like do this thing where you really get engagement. So I just want to say like that is my side of this. But yeah, the challenge to not care is a hard challenge. Like I wanna wanna say that I fail at that sometimes. But yeah, man. Um, going to the next song, and I
Some
actually,
okay, okay, it's fixed.
is there something wrong? No. Okay. Um, I actually,
I believe like, hello?
yeah. Am I not here? Is something going wrong?
Is it my connection or your connection? No,
Uh,
you're here, or either mine or your connection is bad, but it's fixed right now, I believe.
I'm gonna check if there's something like sort of blocking my connection,
You
but
can hear and see me, right?
I can hear and see you perfectly. So
Okay.
um, I
Okay,
hope.
I believe now it's fixed.
Okay, perfect. Um, this is interesting, like the, sort of this dynamic to it. But the next song, I actually asked if I could add because I really love it and I think it's a very beautiful beautiful song. So it is the song you did for the Walking Together thing, which
Yes.
I think is like the most amazing initiative, and I really think that like I also want to take like 2 seconds to talk about it for like a little bit because I think it's just beautiful. Where David Israel he did this thing for homelessness awareness, where I think it is like anyone can create a song to spread awareness and love and like sort of engage with it and say, hey, we are together. Like even though like people are homeless and we are, but we see you. We want you to have a better life, and I think that's sort of the message of this, where we create this song and then we get into the situation where the best song is selected. It's played over stream, like money is being raised, and that is going to like the homeless entrepreneur, I think, which is also very awesome. Overall, beautiful initiative, and I think I hope that we can see a lot more of these type of initiatives coming. And I want to thank David Israel for this because I think it's amazing. And I just love this song, so I'm glad that I get to showcase it today. It is beautiful. Here is The Wanderer. I don't know if you
Thank
want to
you.
add anything to it, but
Uh, well, the thing I can say is like this song was again a particularly hard song for me because the whole situation is not that big of a deal in Turkey because people here, at least for the like, if we compare it to other countries, the percentages are so low here in Turkey. And since I don't like feel the whole thing, and I don't actually like see it with my own two eyes, like it's hard for me to like imagine, hard for me to put myself in their shoes. But at the end of the day, I wanted to like turn this whole thing into my style and tell a tale regarding this situation. That's it.
oh no, man, that's a great great way of saying it. Like I think that it's interesting to me that Turkey then has less of this problem. I think in the Netherlands we don't have a lot, but the people that end up on the streets they are like in a bad way, like in it, and it's not a fun place to be. Like we do have some shelters, but it is an interesting thing to have to place yourself into someone else's shoes, and even and if you don't have a lot of experience with that, yeah, that is definitely a tough challenge. But you did well, and now we're gonna listen to it, "The Wanderer," and a 4 minute 53 song, which is short. For you, is a short song. So here we go, "The Wanderer" by MrWholesome.
wanted more than I could bear. He said, how's your kingdom? What roof guards your head? While I sleep beneath the stars and wonder where I roam. And his words hit hard like a crashing tide, stripping me bare, nowhere to hide. Do you see me, stranger, or just pass me by? Is it guilt that makes you pause, or the truth in my eyes? I offered him my pity, he waved it aside. Keep your coins, for they hold no cure. What's broken runs deeper than these streets abide. A sickness in hearts, indifferent and impure. He said I had a life, a family, a name, but fortunes can falter and none stays the same. The walls you've built can't silence our plea. What separates you from the likes of me? Tell them my story, let it be heard. A life unraveled but not yet deterred. We are not less, we are human as you.
Oh, that ending is so good. Those doubled guitars, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, that is beautiful. That is such an amazing song,
Thank you so much. Well, the reason this song is 5 minutes long
man.
because I cut it. So it was supposed to be a tiny bit long. The whole story supposed to be going a bit long, explaining more into it. But then I noticed that even though my all long songs are getting views and getting likes, they don't usually get as many like as the short ones or as many views as the short one. And I want people to listen to this because this song is not about views, not about like the likes. This song contains something much different. That's why it's 5 minutes long.
Nah, exactly. No, and I think that it's great. I like if you will indulge me for a second because I think um I want to say this. like if you happen to live in a place where there are a lot more homeless people around, and you see them on the street. I did this quite a lot in my hometown. I actually have this guy who I see around there quite a lot, who is homeless, and I always sit down and have a conversation with him. Just sit down. I also give him some money, but that's aside from the point. Sitting down and having a conversation and just sort of showing humanity, I think, is so important, because there are a lot of people out there who have are feeling no longer human, like they are like a grade below it or something. Like that is how they experience the world. And I think it's so important to show that, hey man, you are still a part of this world, you're still a part of this sort of society that we live in. And while people may make you feel less than, that does not mean that you are. And I think just having those conversations, just sitting down with those people, it is very, very important. So I just want to say, um, even if you have nothing to spare for yourself, and you then spare some time for a fellow person you see that is not having the best time of their life. And most of the times when you hear the stories, because I listen to a lot of those stories, they are filled with people who were just like you and me and had one bad thing happen to them that sort of got them in a spiral downward that led to where they are. And I do want to say that that is something, and that's why I really love those ending lines where you end on, like, we are not less, we are human as you, because it is very, very much an important uh, important set of lines. And I think
Mm,
that's what David Israel is doing too, and I love it. So there.
the whole okay, go on.
No, no,
Sorry.
you please go.
The whole song's like kinda follows the things you already said. Like the person with it's not even like a thing they made. It's like a little crack on the sidewalk. You step on it and it goes down on a spiral, and you can't even control it. You can't hold on to anything. It happens. Like if it's gonna happen, it happens. Uh, so it's not about like giving or like helping. It's actually about taking, taking some time to talk with them, taking some emotions with them, like feeling their feel.
No, no, I agree, man. I
I
think
can't
that.
speak right now. You
No, no,
you
no.
can
You
understand
said
me.
before, like I want to say that a lot, because I think that's important for the people in the audience to know as well. Like a lot of people that sit down here, that's not their native language, talking in
Yeah,
English. So they sit down here and they have complete conversations with me in a language that is not their own language. So sometimes it's very difficult to sort of get across all the emotion and all the feeling you want to get across. So I am already
it's
like
a bit hard.
super appreciative for everything you're saying, and you're doing amazing. So you were very worried. I think you are doing an amazing job, and I am having so
Thank,
much fun
thank you so
listening
much.
to all this. So I am gonna check. Um, I think we had three more songs on our list. Maybe we can do two of them because we're already 15 minutes out. I think if we do all three, that would might be too much. If you get to pick between the three songs that we have left, um,
Mm.
do you have a particular choice for which one you would love to start now?
I don't know, but I want the song in the middle. I don't want to spoil the name.
Yeah.
To be last because again that holds a special place. Uh, I'm gonna explain it
Okay.
back when it's chosen, but you choose the which one you want to play.
Well, then I think maybe. maybe we go out of your comfort zone completely because that's kind of funny, right? To do something that is so different from what you normally make. Oh, sorry, I
Yes.
spoiled the song by clicking it, by the way. So that's coming up later. Oh man, sorry for
No,
that.
it's okay. No, it's okay.
But I think that we'll then go to Whispers of the Hollow, and we will listen to that first. Um, I don't know if you've anything to say about it, about this song, but
Well, this song again follows a tale, but as we all have like a little time in our lives that we completely change our music style, completely change our like the outfit, like a new awakening kind of thing. That's what happens to me when I started listening some dark county music, dark blues, if you may. And then I said, why not? Let me just give it a shot. And I made this. It is good, and I still to this day listen to it. Hope you guys enjoy.
awesome. Okay, so here it is: Whispers of the Hollow, out of the comfort zone of Mr. Hollow, but Mr. Hollow, Wholesome. Whispers of the Hollow, Mr. Wholesome. Well, uh, only has to take a certain amount of time before I start losing my speech. So I have the same issue. Whispers of the Hollow, here we go.
In a ghost town where the moon won't shine, the dead man's whisper haunts this heart of mine. Loved a woman, heart of stone, left him bleeding, dying alone. Her betrayal, final breath, stalks the night, revenant of death. Town folks whisper, the sun goes down, man who lost, woman who drowned. Rivers murmur, hear him sing, ghostly love wrapped in shame. Buried deep, 6 feet under, where dark, wind blows cold. Remember his story, let it be told. Dead man's love, broken vow, haunting lands forever now.
Oh man. You really make that sound amazing. I think that
Oh, thank
what
you
I
so much.
see now is like the instrumental interludes you do in between the choruses. That is something that really is very specific to you, like very specific to your style and how you sound.
Yeah, I get that a lot. And I like for most of the people, I kind of hold them a bit longer because as I said before in the stream, oh, I can't speak. The more you feel the unpredictability of the song, the more fun it feels because it doesn't like all the songs in nowadays, of course, all the songs complete the same structure, same pattern, everything is the same. But if you mix some things up, it's just so much more fun.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and I think that that's like the more like we've now listened to several songs and then you start to hear like oh that's where this sort of specialty comes from because you really get these sort of non-repetitive, straight different sort of interludes happening, and indeed, it just sort of a natural flow throughout the entirety. That's so cool.
Thank
Um,
you so much.
I kind of want to ask if there is like, are there tools you use outside of Suno that you
Uh,
are like that are indispensable to you? Things that you use while writing or use while yeah, ChatGPT you already mentioned, but I don't know like if there's
well,
other things you do.
I kind of mentioned like one thing I sometimes use and one funny thing to use. So, I sometimes when I'm making my intros, I kind of like get two parts of the two different songs and combine them via like external websites or external apps, and then upload it if it's under a minute, of course, to sooner than use it as an intro. But we all kind of do that, so that's okay. I kind of do my shimmer check completely different from most people, I believe.
Oh, this is gold. So now, please tell us how do you do it?
So, when I completely make a song, or even halfway there, and I wanted to like check how it's gonna sound, I get dressed, get my helmet, go for a ride, and blast that full volume in my helmet. And if it feels like my ears are bleeding, then it has a lot of shimmer in it. If not, it's perfect. That is kind of my shimmer check, and
You're
it works perfectly for me.
I thought you were gonna divulge some sort of cheat codes to to get the shimmer to
Nah,
go
nah.
away, but no, no, it's just the great man. Um, and then I think you talked about this already. Like your most important thing you want people to take away from when they listen to a song like this. Like for instance, we've just listened to this song. Like, what do you want people to walk away with? Like what
Okay.
feeling or thoughts or like is there something that you go like
Oh, from this song.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I love to ask difficult questions.
I wasn't expecting this. You caught me really off guard. Well, this song here is about betrayal, of course. Like from this song in particular, what I expect people to. get at the end of the song.
No, it's okay. We'll move on. Like I can see your brain trying to get to the point, but it's no problem. We can move on. Like sometimes there is just not an answer there, and that is no problem at all.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you so much.
no, that's no problem. Like one thing that I would, for instance, like I can see this under many like sort of TV shows or movies or series, right? It has this lovely sort of blues vibe. I think people use blues too little in Suno actually because it always adds
Kind of
something
noticed
real.
that as well.
It really adds something lovely there. But man, it is a great song. Hey, I think we're going to the last song, and then we'll wrap up. Which I think we've just gone to so many overwhelming things, and we have one more to go, which
This is a short one.
is of course this one. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, let me know. But it is Valhalla's Call.
Yes.
And this is special to you. You said that, so like, please tell the tell the tale.
This is not a song. This year is my limit tester in Suno, and this is more like a prayer than a song. Again, it's collaborating with Enemies here. Thanks her if she ever watches this WOD after the stream.
She got mentioned so much here. We must have summoned her somehow, right?
Again, we write these lyrics together and put this whole song together. It was a wild idea, but we made it. It didn't like get the whole attention we wanted to be like getting. It was released when the old trending page was still there and all the old filters was there. And I still to this day believe that if a song contains a Valhalla in it, it's filtered automatically. Uh,
Oh man.
but this is the one of the golden songs for me.
Well, then we are ready for this. We are ready for this amazing prayer, not a song. Valhalla's Call. Um, let's get into it.
Raven, Father, hear my call. I have battled in your name. strength to face this fall. When my body's numb and cold, Raven Father, give me more.
You said something about Hans Zimmer earlier in the stream. Oh man. Oh, that is awesome. I kind of want to do a master class on how to get those vocals, like those choral vocals out. But man, that is awesome. That sounds really cool.
Like, thank you so much. This again took a couple of tries, and that's what I said. This was a limit tester. I wanted to test the Suno's capabilities of making like an epic track, like the whole chorals and choirs and everything, and how if a whole song contains them, how it was gonna sound.
Yeah,
And that's it.
I did.
I'm
I
really
it
proud of
did
this.
really well. Like tomorrow we're going to do like a best of 2024, and there's also one of these epic movie songs in there, and it's really hard to do epic movie well because I think there's a build and a structure, and there's something that like a lot of people don't understand, like sort of the flow that a track needs to have to feel epic. Like it is not like a continuous continuous push of sound, and it's not like a like I think that there's this really nice flow that needs to happen, and I love this. I really love the ending too, where it drops down. That is amazing, man.
Uh,
Yeah, no, say it.
at the end, he's all like laying on the ground flat.
Yeah, yeah, damn, that is good. Ah, we had a good stream, right, Mr. Wholesome? I want to say
Yeah,
that this is
it was an awesome stream. Thank you so much for this awesome opportunity.
well. Before we leave, my first question is, do you have any interesting songs or projects coming up? So things that you want to sort of say, hey, this is coming, watch out for it because it is on its way.
Yes, next part of the album is coming. I still made it like quarter way there. It's gonna be a long one. I can easily say this. Uh, it's coming a bit late because we all know the Mad Guitarist channel, not
Oh
challenge.
yeah.
I'm gonna be take part in that, and I kinda have something in mind, but I kind of don't want to spoil it right now. It's gonna, at least I can give you this. It's gonna contain two parts.
Ooh, I am so ready for that. Oh, that's for me so cool because I know like oh I wrecked the stream, but that's fine. We've went through the lyrics anyway. But man, I just want I I just want to say that I saw so many awesome people already making songs for this mad guitarist challenge that I think that stream is gonna be all out crazy. Like
Uh,
it's
The thing I'm aiming for, I don't know if it had been done in Suno. There is something I love. sorry. There is something I love when anyone in the music industry does it. You'll see soon enough when I like have a chance to like finish it. Uh, well, it's gonna be good.
Awesome. Then, is there anything you'd like to say to the community that's here listening to your songs and to the participating? Is there anything you would love to say to them?
Well, thank you all so much, and a lot of you guys are with me from the beginning and still is watching me here, supporting me, which are awesome, like emojis, dances, and shit. Uh, I want to thank every single of you, and I want to thank you, Seb, for this awesome opportunity again. Uh, like if you were to ask me a couple of months ago, you're gonna be featured in a Suno stream, people are gonna listen to your music, I was gonna but this
Well,
this still feels like a dream. Thank you all so much.
I just want to say that it's so very deserved. Like after listening to all these songs today, like you've been an amazing guest, and I'm so
Thank you
happy
so
to have you here and to be able to showcase things that are this awesome. Is not like it's not hard. Like sometimes it's hard to showcase music, but this is super easy. Like this is just fun. Um, um, then finally, I want to say that if people remember one thing about you, about the thing you do, what would you want that to be?
Oh, that's another hard one.
Yeah, but it's that's the important one. This one I won't skip
That's the
over.
important one. If I want people to be remember me, what was it? I'm not gonna say like my style, my music, like to my way of doing things. If people are gonna remember me by, I want them to be remember me by making what I love. I said this like
Yes,
100 times in this today's stream, but always make what you love. Even though no one's gonna listen, even though no one's gonna like it, go for it.
awesome. That is a perfect conclusion to today, Mr. Wholesome. I love it. Um, I'm gonna wrap up for a minute. You are free to stay if you want, but you
I
can
will.
also
Right.
hang up and leave. That's all fine. I'm gonna wrap up for a minute with these people, lovely people that are still here. And you've been an amazing guest, and it's been
Thank you
amazing
so
to
much.
have you on, and it was
You've been an awesome host. Thank you so much. Thank you for all this.
awesome, man. Talk to you either in a minute or either another time.
Yeah, I will be there. No
You.
worries.
Well. Here we are at the end of another awesome artist spotlight. And I just want to say that to me, a lot of these songs were new, and it was absolutely, absolutely amazing to see it. I also want to shout out you guys of the community, like a Flickerlog, a Spider X, Hotpot, Renhall, Tongmik. It is so amazing to me that you guys keep showing up, and now you gave subscriptions and bits and like I don't even I want to say that is amazing to me and I appreciate it so very much. I want to especially thank the guys here again, Renhall, Hotpot, Tongmik, and Spider X because they are like helping me by sponsoring this stream, which I think is absolutely amazing. Then I want to say on that side, we have iMac, which is the AI Musical Arts Collective. You can check that out on iMac.info. Um, and you can join our Discord server. We're doing a ton of projects. So like these artist spotlights are coming from there, but we're doing so many more awesome things there. Drop by. It is definitely worth it. And after that, I want to say our next stream is tomorrow already. So tomorrow I want to do a best of 2024 where we look at some of the songs from last year that I absolutely loved. I listened to so much music. I know that a lot of people listen to a lot of music, but with Suno Song Contest, with people sending me music, I think I might have listened to more than, I don't know, 4,000 tracks in the last year, and maybe even more, maybe 10,000 tracks. I don't know. It was a whole lot. So I've listened to so many AI songs that I want to take some of them that I really love and listen to them together with you guys again. And I think it's amazing to be able to share that. And maybe we'll do best of 2024 of you guys too. So this is the best of 2024 from my perspective, but maybe we can do another one from your perspective as well, which I think is going to be super cool. So join me tomorrow, and I just want to say I love you guys, and see you then. I hope you had a great time. Bye bye. Oh no! One more thing. Next week we have another artist spotlight. We actually have two. At the beginning of the week we have Hot Pot of Genres, which is amazing, and then later on we also have Alican. So we have like two more amazing artist spotlights coming up as well, which I just want to mention because it's so cool that we get these guys here and we listen to their tracks. Bye bye.